Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to MTG Arena. I'm going to get started on the next, part of the things to do. We're complete with the Introdex series here, and so I think that we're going to start with drafting now. so, last week or the last few weeks, it had deviated from the guilds of drafting, but looks like it's been rotated back in, so we can actually do some guilds of drafting. So we can actually do it with gems or with let's see here, with gold. So it's going to be about 5,000 gold generally to enter an event like this because you're actually getting cards out of it up front from the drafting. Otherwise, another event, just a playthrough constructed event, is going to be only about 500. So I do kind of want to actually do a cracking packs series or whatever. Cracking, basically, since I'm almost at 36,000 basically. If we go to the store here, purchasing packs. So each pack is 1,000 gold, and we do have gems, so we can do that. So I'm actually going to just get started with the draft actually, and then the next video I'm going to do the 36, basically a box of booster cards. So all in all, this will I have quite a bit of time today. I can get a lot of recording done, but I do want to do some drafting. Alright, so let's get right to it. So I do want to keep the gold, so I'm going to go ahead and do the gems. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit wonky draft for us today. So drafting here is going to be like any normal draft as well. 15 cards to pick from each pack, and then each player will pick. So what's happening here is that AI is going to be picking from the rest of the packs. So it's not human players. So right now we can just wait as long as we want and take as long as we want to pick, and it won't really affect what's going to be given to us in the next pack. But because we are actually low on cards that we want for playables, we might actually end up drafting a lot of stuff, or uncommon drafting a lot of stuff. Just like this chromatic lantern, it's something that we could be using in the future as well. So it may not be as great of a deck, but it'll get the cards that we would like or want to see play. So this is an open card. It's great in every single deck that you draft. It's a 3-mana rock. It's not constricted to any of the colors in the guilds. It makes your lands tap for any color, so it doesn't really matter what lands you have, as long as you get to chromatic lantern on turn 3. And it also, in addition, creates its own any other colors you want. And it's rare, so I don't want to spend my rare wild cards on trying to get chromatic lanterns as well. And like, these are great cards right here. Night Veil Predator, great constructible playable, but really great in limited. But one thing to note is that when you do draft this, you'll get your deck. However, you'll be playing against other players, so they'll have their own little draft pool as well, and they could probably draft a little bit better than us. So this is only regular draft. It's not competitive. I didn't see it on there. So we could go with Conclave Cavalier. That's a great limited card as well. 4 for 4. That's always great price right there. And then when it dies, it creates 2/2/2s. So that's basically 3 bodies across a few turns, 4 mana. But it has to die. So if something like Lava Coil kills it, it won't create 2/2s. So I'm going to go ahead and redraft. This will actually keep us open as well, and we can go any kind of direction we want to. Just get that chromatic lantern as well. So it looks like the other player, the AI player, basically picked the rare in that pack as well. So let's see what the most powerful card here this is. I could stay open. The Celestial Guildgate might be okay. So just just be warned that it's not like Magic Online. If you click on it, you will pick the card. So don't refrain from clicking like as if you were going to like reserve the card like in Magic the Gathering Online drafting. So just hover over it, don't click it if you don't want it. And so we'll see here. So in black, we have these two cards are really good. We can go the Surveil route, and then like if we can pick up Surveil's pretty easy to find. Most of them are in blue and black. All of them are in blue and black. But if we just pick up all the cards that have Surveil, especially the uncommon ones, then we have a really great advantage there. But here, this is actually one of the cards that can actually win us the game. Be able to give itself menace and power up. This is just a bear, and it can also shock something or destroy target colorless non-land permanent, destroy basic and artifact. Really great. Maximize altitudes. We don't know of any payoffs, and this is a great removal card right here. You sacrifice a creature that probably you don't need, like say this Burial Bones that you don't need to defend with anymore. You can kill something more powerful on their end, and then you get to gain that life according to their toughness. So I've done it so many times. I play Wall of Mist. I don't need it anymore. I need to kill this creature that's really threatening to me. I play 7 Strands, and then I gain 5 life in that exchange as well. And this is also great. It's really too early to tell what colors are open, basically. However, we do have to try to lock down something. If not, I can just go with Urban Utopia, and I can basically this is redraws. This is a reprint of Abundant Growth, but Abundant Growth is actually at 1 mana, so this is strictly worse than that. So Abundant Growth is just so much better, and it was pretty common, I believe. So Abundant Growth does the same thing, exactly the same text right here, but it only costs 1 green. Rosemary Centaur is really great. It's 4/4 Vigilance for 5, and you can convoke it, so you can get down turn 3. We'll just go with this Severed Strand, I think. Although, getting some, these are not uncommons. I also want to consider what if these are going to be uncommons that I might try to use my wild cards for, is which you can see I have nothing left. I do have mythics and commons to pick. I can't see the vault from here as well. However, I do not anticipate doing anything with these, and I'm not really a fan of these right here. This is okay. This would probably be one of my picks if I knew what I was going to go in. So this is great for both blue-black or blue-green, or black-green or blue-black, and you can only do it at sorcerer speed. However, getting a lot of creatures into your graveyard is actually really good. This is a bomb that you might want to consider as well, but definitely you want to get a feel for what kind of style that you want to play. I'm just going to go ahead with 7 Strand because it's a great removal card right here. So 7 Strands. So Circuitous Route. This is really great, and I do want to pick this up. And it's basically explosive vegetation, but also grabs gates. Having the 7 Strands is also really good because this can actually go into either blue or green white or green black, and we already had green black, and green black's really powerful. Just getting all these creatures into the graveyard as well. So Circuitous Route. Okay, so Thought Erasure is another powerful card right here, so we can go blue, black, green. We have Chromatic Lantern, so I don't think the colors are going to be a problem for us. We have Thought Erasure is something I do want to get as well, so we can maybe splash blue, maybe splash green. Deadly Visit, unconditional removal here, and Surveil 2 on top of that, so that's really good as well. If we're going into red, then Command and Storm would be great. Fire Urchin maybe, but I would rather have that premium removal here. The other premium removal is going to be the Inescapable Blaze. Can't be countered, deals 6 damage to any target. This is only 5 damage to target creature. Guild Gates if we were in those colors, just starting out. But Thought Erasure is really good just to disrupt the opponent's hand. Right here, Inescapable Blaze, that's the red card. So the AI does a terrible job at trying to pick up cards, and I'm not really sure what the pattern is. It actually does change a little bit based on how you pick things, but right now it seems to be picking up a lot of the blue cards, the more towards the blue-black cards here. I'm not really sure about how I feel about this one yet, but this Wall of Mist is really great. Be able to just play this and then Severed Strands, another creature like I was saying earlier. Otherwise, this Warrior copy 3/2 Vigilance it's alright. It goes more in the Celestia deck. But for our colors, it's kind of hard to get this kind of reading right here. Might stay open. I might pick Wall of Mist just to go have that blue, but Warrior Copy's alright. Don't really want to be picking up this card, otherwise I can get a Guild Gate, and unfortunately, Guild Gates are something that we might actually have to pick up based off our our card pool that we have in our collection. Otherwise, Inescapable Blaze is a great thing to pick up as well. We could say open, like we've only picked a few colors and here and there. And this is a powerful removal spell, and we can see how the AI is trying to pick from us. Hypothesis is actually a great removal spell as well. Drawing 2 cards, basically you draw a card and deal 4 damage to your creature. It says draw 2 cards and discard a non-land card. Otherwise, it's a 5 mana draw 2. It's okay, but being able to deal 4 damage is something that you need to get rid of. Is really great. I might actually just go with the Inescapable Blaze here. Chromatic Lantern might be something I'm valuing more in the... Can I change the view? Oh, I can change the view like this. This is really great. I like this view a lot better, just because we can sort of sort our cards. This is similar to the Magic Online UI basically. So I'm just going to go with Inescapable Blaze. It's an uncommon that I might want to have as well. So I'll just pick that. I'll just leave this up right here. So I'm just going to leave that right here. Okay, so right here. So this is great. This is a 2-drop, can grow bigger. I'm not too unhappy to pick this card right here. This is a flyer at 4-drop. That's really good. Not really good, but it's just a good creature. Be able to fly over for 3 every single time, because most creatures that are going to be on the ground coming off the board. Wishcoin Crab, surprisingly, is an awkward card for other people to deal with, but is also an awkward card for you to pick up as well and play. 5 toughness is really awkward because they can't attack through it, but having that 2 power as well, and being able to attack in addition to that, makes it harder for people to attack into you. So you can just block with it and kill most of the creatures, such as this Dissident right here. So I might be leaning towards green-black a little bit more, just based off the picks. But a lot of the Boros cards are actually might be opening up. Perhaps I'll get Is it Guildgate just splash this Inescapable Blaze? I think that might be good. If I'm trying to read if green is going to open. Let's just go with Guildgate here. So lots of Guildgates coming to us. It looks like a lot of green or blue-red is actually, but we do have a few of the green cards coming towards us as well. This, funny enough, can actually kill walls. Invent, and then invent, search for instant and or sorcery card, reveal them, put them to your hand and shuffle your library. So basically 6 mana for search for 2 cards, 2 for 2 cards. Which actually is not bad. So like if you think about it, there's Demonic Tutor, which is 2 mana, get any card from your deck. But obviously it's not legal in Modern. And then there's the Diabolic Tutor, which is 4 mana. Grab any card you want. You don't have to reveal it. And then there's, and this is for 2 more mana. You get 2 cards instead. However, I'm not sure I'll be playing instant sorcery, so I'm not going to go for this invert event. Glaive of the Guild Pact, however, is it's really decent. Vigilance and Menace, and then if we get more gates, we can get this. So, but Goblin Electromancer is actually something that I want to pick up as well. So lots of good picks for us, just considering our collection. Unfortunately, we can't trade in MTG Arena, so a lot of our picks have to be crucial. This is a common, so I can actually use that for that. But it sort of means, or at least for the pick so far, this is about almost halfway through. Blue red is open, or some sort of green as well. Goblin Electromancer is fine. You don't cast things early as well. But Glaive of the Guild Pact is really powerful. I can just pick up a gate and be done with it. However, this can be played in every single deck, as long as you pick up enough gates. And we do have 1 gate right now, and I'm not sure this will be picked up anytime soon. So I'm just going to go ahead with the Goblin Electromancer. We might try to play these right here. Okay, so Demiurge Gate's fine here. Glaive of Guild Pact is being passed. I'll grab the Guild Gate and be done with it. Radical Idea is really great. Is it card right here? Child of Night is another great card in the black route. So we grab some of these as our first picks here. But these 2 cards are probably the best cards in this, what's left of this pack right here. This is alright, but I don't see any other good creatures that are going to be for us to attack with at this moment in time. So I might just pick up this Radical Idea as well. So let's move all of these cards over here. Okay. Maximum Altitude is great actually. So there's a card called Piston Fist Cyclops. It's a 4/3 defender, and then whenever you cast an instance or sorcery, it loses defender, or it can attack as though it didn't have defender during that turn. This is great for that. Short Strike, same thing. Let's go for it. Maximum Altitude. Maybe we'll get it later on. If I'm going to go black or the green, black is good. Black has a lot of removal, and so I might go for that. Green is, this is a decent card. It's something that you'll probably play at the 4-drop slot. So I'll pick up the Child of Night as well. Is it Locket? That's fine. Yeah. Okay, so Wall of Mist is great. I do want this Wall of Mist just to be able to have early blocks here, and then I'm not really a fan of this mid-mog paint. So it's really great in green-black if you can get all the creatures in the graveyard. So it doesn't look like green is going to be open for us right now. Gravitic Punch. So I guess that's the only card we can take, but I'm not really a fan of it. And Invert Invent. Okay, next card, Pelt Collector. I'm going to grab it just because of the rare value. We might use it. It might be great later, better later on. Although we are passing up really great cards in this for blue-black, actually. Ocean Rain, Pilfering Imp. This, like, all the Surveil cards in this pack are insane. But we'll pick up the Pelt Collector for the rare. We might do the same for Hatchery Spider, but I don't foresee myself actually playing this Hatchery Spider. Not especially since we're not playing green. Now we can get this Darkblade Agent, but we need to have a Surveil payoffs for this. It's okay as a 3, but like I'd rather have this one 4. This is really done well for me as well. Direct Current is also a premium removal spell in the Ace of Colors. Radical Idea is something I would like to pick up as well. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. None of these are something I want to switch colors right now for. Yeah, none of these are something I would want to switch colors for. So Pax Favor is also really great here. I might just pick up this Direct Current or this Demir Informant. Those are the two picks I'm zoning into. Direct Current as removal, that's fine for me. Ooh, Runaway Steamkin, I do want this. I'm just going to snap pick it up. Real quick, look at the rest of it. Another Circuitous Route. Vicious Owner. So, this is a great card. This is a great limited card right here. Whenever it blocks or becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to the creature blocking it or blocked by it. And it kills. It trades up for any basically 3 toughness creatures. So, and then obviously 2 toughness creatures, it's okay, and then 1 toughness creatures, it's just incredibly great against. But Runaway Steamkin also goes in our deck a little bit. We just need to pick up more red spells. Defenders can't block this one. Okay, so these are 2 really good cards right here. So I do need a little bit more creatures. I'm hoping this Hypothesis will come back to us. But having a Fist and Fist Cyclops is really, really great. So we do have some black cards right here. Severed Strands, Child of Night. I'm going to put those to the side right here. We can splash the black we need to. For maybe something like Veiled Shade, it's okay. Maximize Velocity, having that haste and +1/+1 is actually really important. Being able to get in that extra bit of damage. House Guild Mage is actually powerful, being able to lock down a creature every single turn that you don't want to deal with, as well as Surveilling 2 if you need to power up something like Thoughtbound Phantasm. This is a bolt to something for 5 mana total. Not really a fan of that, but I might just grab this as combat trick. Okay, Beam Splitter Mage here is interesting. If I can pick up more combat tricks, I can sort of... So we're sort of getting along the right colors here. It's a decent... I'm in 2-drop bear right now, that's fine, and then I can cast this and target something else with it. So get 2 for 1 basically, and Electric Static Field here is actually really, really great. Oh jeez, but I have to pass up this Fist and Fist Cyclops as well with it. So the blue-red colors are actually really good for us right now, and I'm glad we get to play this at least. This is also a great defender as well, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instant sorceries. So I'm not. I'll go this. We can actually get some blocking done as well. More Guild Gates. Severed Strands, another premium removal spell that we might need because we have a lot of defenders that. So okay, interesting enough. So we have Electrostatic Field out, and you play Severed Strands. I don't believe you get the cast trigger because you have to sacrifice this creature, so it's off the battlefield when this is cast. So that's gonna be a little bit of a nombo here. What about Boros? Alright, it's a Boros card. I don't want to go white. White seems okay. Blue, black is actually getting taken up really well. So Severed Strand is something I might want to pick up as well, just in case. Pass or add out. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. This is really great as well, and I might want to take it just to get my Fist and Fist Cyclops unblockable. Or something else, or my Beam Splitter Mage for that instance. But I do need, if I'm going to go black, I do need the fixing because Child of Night, a lot of erasure, powerful cards, and we might pick up some more powerful cards in black as well. We do have a lot of removal as well. I'm not sure, but I want to spend the mana to make creatures unblockable when we want to have other things going on as well. Short Strike is actually really good, so I might actually pick up the Short Strike right here because we have the Beam Splitter Mage. Giving 2 creatures first strike is really, really powerful. That's really interesting. Gravitic Punch getting 2 creatures. And we also want to be picking up more red cards for our Steamkin as well. But Radical Idea seems to be something we want as well. But is it Guildgate is actually good here. I think I saw another Radical Idea running around as well, so I'm going to pick up this Guildgate. Hopefully, okay. Wishcoin Crab probably is the only card that we can play here, and we do need some more creatures as well. Goblin Locksmith. Book Devourer might be another creature that we have to pick up and play, just because we need creatures to win the game. So we'll have to pick that up as well. Another Radical Idea, very nice. Another Radical Idea, or Maximize Velocity. I do want to get in that quick chip of damage as well. Okay, so Drown Secret's really great. I do want this to, and unfortunately we don't surveil a lot. This information campaign is really great. I'd rather pick up the Honorary Goblin at this point, but I do want this rare right here. We probably won't play it because it has it depends on blue spells, and we don't have that many. Another Pellet Collector, hence Flames. So I'm going to go with a rare as well. Sorry guys, this deck's not going to be great, not at all. Banneret's really great card right here. Another Radical Idea. I don't need more of those. Nightfall Sprite's something I might want to pick up as well, but we have a specific Cyclops, so we need more creatures, and that's what we're aiming for. So we look at this right here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see here. Child Knight. I'm just gonna leave this in the sideboard for now. Not sure we're gonna actually play those. And if we just do 2 colors, then this isn't necessary. I'd rather have the option to draw 2 more cards as well. Guildgate not necessary as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spells right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 creatures. So we want to have at least 14 creatures. We're not getting there. Not anywhere close. And I don't want to be sacrificing creatures for this as well. But if we can get a this is being able to cast these might be good because of our Beam Split's Mage. Otherwise, we pick up the Unassuming Necrolis just for a 4 mana 3/3 body, and we have to play the black. I'm going to this pack is not great for us at all, but we'll pick up the Maximize Velocity of it. Man the Storm, that's something I want to be. Whisper Agent actually is really great here as well. Be able to cast that and flash it in Surveil 1. But Command the Storm's premium removal spell, so I'm going to pick up that anyways. So I'm going to put all the creatures in one. Mesmerist right here is also decent. This Notion Rain is actually really great. Now this one of the vertebrae, it's actually being able to shuffle 5 cards that you need back into your library might be really good. So I might pick that up. But it's also going to be another thing for my Phoenix deck. So I'm going to want to pick this up, even though Notion Rain's a more powerful card. So we're just going to go straight blue-black right here. Okay, Sonic Assault, that's something I want to see here. Cosmotronic Wave, something okay as well. I might want to pick one of these up. Hopefully this will wheel around. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this might, if I get this back on the second to last pack, that would be great. Devious Cover Up is also something really good. Being able to counter the spell and then exile it, and then also shuffling 4 more cards from my graveyard to my library. That's really good. But being able to jumpstart something and tap and do 2 damage, this is really good. Enables a lot of things as well. And really nice, be able to just pick up another Devious Cover Up. Just following it up. Wishcoin Crab, I don't really want that. So I'll just pick up another Locket. But let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine creatures. We may have to pick up the Swish Coin Crab just to have another creature. It's unfortunate. We do have Chromatic Lantern in order to suffice for another mana rock if we need to, so I'll pick up this Wish Coin Crab right here. Dazzling Lights might be something we have to pick up just to, but survive turns basically. So I don't think this draft will be all that great for us, but I'll pick up the Intense Surveillance for the deck I want to build. Artesian Bats, just in case. But I'll have to pick that just because we can play the black and green as well. Vicious Ruse. Okay, so we have a pretty terrible deck right now. Let's see, we do have exactly 40 cards with all of this. Nothing but these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2. Let's just click this right here. We have 10 creatures, 13 non-creatures. We may have to splash the black because. Yeah, we need to discard these to jumpstart as well. That's really good. So we just because we need to pick up some cards that we want to have, this might be okay as well. Inverted Vent, paying 6 mana to search for 2 cards. We got 2 Pearl Collectors out of this at least though. So 2 rares. We got several rares actually. What, 1, 2, 3, 4 rares. 5 rares. Okay. I don't need this many lands. Yes, I would prefer. Yes, and this wand actually might be okay. Being able to shuffle 5 cards that we need back in because oh jeez, what the hell happened to my leg? Okay. Gravitic Punch is really interesting as well. But we want more red cards. Inverted Vent. I'll go with the one of the Vertebrae for that next card, just because I can be able to shuffle cards that I need back into the library, especially if they die. You know, I can just redraw them again. I wish the Hypothesis did not wheel to us, and so we did not look about on that. So we do have 1 Sure Strike. We picked up another one just to value for this Beam Splitter Mage. Okay, let's see how we do in our matches here. Okay, draft deck, blue-red. We could change to black as well and see how that goes. I do not believe we'll win this first game at all. So, hope you guys enjoyed this, and maybe I'll at least release this as a separate video, but then we'll cut off right here. Alright, let's get into the gameplay. If you don't want to cast a spell or activate an ability, you can pass priority with the space bar. If your timer fuse runs out and down and you don't have any timer extensions, you'll automatically pass through the current turn, sort of like Hearthstone. Okay, Klax is our opponent here with a Johnny, and we are Vivian Reed. This is okay. Okay. Hello. We only have 10 creatures, so we have to make the most of every single one of them. Alright, this is going to be a problem already. I can feel it. Let's just do this. Pass the turn. This is going to deal about 5 or 6 damage to us before we get to kill it. So that's going to deal a lot more. However, we do have this Beam Splitter Mage. Really good. I'm obviously not going to attack with it. no blockers. So I want to have a short strike available, so I'm going to actually play this. Unfortunately, we don't have another creature to give it some value. So I might just I want to actually get some damage. I'm not going to be blocking the Beam Swords Mages at all anyway, so this is a tough spot. We can leave it on defense as well, so I might want to just say go. No attacks. And they're stuck on 2 mana as well, but they do have really, really good creatures. This having vigilance is sort of a problem. Okay, so this is good. And if they pay for that flying, then we're in a good spot here. So they're only getting for 2 damage. So block damage happens, and then end of turn we'll do Radical Idea, draw a card that we may need in future. So the second red source is actually really great here. I'll play this Wishbone Crab. Not going to attack with this. This is going to be tough to attack through, so you do have to use that flying ability over and over again. But in doing so, they're actually cutting off. I mean, they may be able to keep up resources in their hand, but they're not advancing their board state. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So, what we can do, we can save this for later. We can do Jumpstart, target the Beam Swords Mage. So, they have a Righteous Blow, so it does 2 damage. Whenever we do it, it does 2 damage to target attacking a blocking creature. So that's something you have to consider in white as well. So being able to have this maximized altitude and cast it, and be able to cast it again from the graveyard as well with cards you don't need, really, really great. So I'm actually going to get in lots of damage here. So that's going to be let's see, 3 plus 3 is going to be 6, and we can do another 12 basically. Attack. So I'm going to just do 12 immediately, just because we have the mana to do that, and then we can actually cast Radical Idea from the graveyard if we need to as well. I'm going to actually pitch this maximized velocity to it in order to cast it, because we can cast it again from the graveyard as well. So damage. End turn. So I'm not sure, we could have one exactly there, but it wasn't double strike, so I don't think we could have. So we could have done maximum altitude for +1/+1/+1. So that's another 4 damage, and then we'd have to pitch both of these. Obviously that's not going to be done. So damage right here. So I'm going to actually cast maximum velocity and discard it for Radical Idea. That's really nice. Ball and miss, great for defense. So they lose. Oh jeez, be able to yeah, pitching 2 cards even though we have this inescapable plays, just get them over. So surprising enough, we won that. So let's try again next round right here. I'm gonna probably go through 3 rounds, and then that'll be it, because we took so long on the draft. Generally, if I'm actually drafting to get a good deck going, then I'll probably be a little bit more quicker and not as indecisive about cards that I want to have. Okay, so this is a little bit of a problem. We want to have blue mana on turn 2 to cast as Goblin Electromancer a turn earlier. However, we draw a second land, even if it's a mountain, we can play Izzet Locket on turn 3, so we'll keep it anyways. Unfortunately, if this maximized velocity was also draw a card, this would be the most busted card in any format right now. I mean, +1/+1 in haste, that's already great. Having Jumpstart on it is also insane, and then drawing a card to replace itself is even further insane. Okay, so we seem to be having a little bit of a problem. So sometimes you have cards that are in hand, but with Jumpstart, it's great because you can just pitch it, unless you draw like this. Oops. We're in quite a bit of trouble if we don't draw a blue source right here, or any other land. This will be our blue source if we draw another mountain. This is why having the 2 radical ideas is actually really good. You can draw 4 cards after that, and that is a problem. However, the Seamkin could actually help us stabilize if we can draw another land. Except we're taking a lot of damage here. They don't need to pay the new blocks. Okay, that's a problem. I don't think we can win here. Maximize velocity. I'm just going to cast maximize velocity. Just have 2 counters on it. So this attacks. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 damage. So yeah, no attacks. So I'm pretty much screwed. So we've stumbled on lands, didn't draw like right colors, and they convoked everything out. Otherwise it's been okay. I can Sonic Assault this so it doesn't get to attack and it won't buff up all creatures. Also pumps up my Seamkin as well. I can block the Hunted Witness without any problems. So here I'm going to have to trade off with this Sponge. So that's 1. So yeah, I'll have to do that. So they can't do that again. And that is going to be game. So we'll just go ahead and concede. Can't really do much right there. Ugh. Kill 25 of your opponent's creatures. Okay. Best of 1 matches. Starting hand selected from 2 random hands. Leaning towards one with a more average land spell mix. That's really interesting. So, what that means is that when it generates our hand, it actually draws from 2 hands. So that's really interesting. Okay, so we're playing against the Biondo. Okay, so this is actually a lot better. Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and we need to have luck on our side. And I want to keep this because this is great. Great defender, and then drawing to playing Izzet Locket, and then playing Wish Coin Crabs. Just okay. What in the world? Okay, well that's sensible. There we go. Secret Foundry. It's always great to have inside the Okay, that's a little bit of a problem. Combat attack and turn. Fortunately, even though they may use that to kill my Pacific Cyclops, I have Wishy Coin Crabs to follow up with it. Blade Instructor. Okay, that's a problem. No, I can hedge against them not dealing with this. But I'll trade against the Blade Instructor if they don't use a Silent Dart on my Pacific Cyclops. I'm pretty sure they're going to. Yep. So the other choice would have been to play this Izzet Locket and let them keep that on the battlefield, but this so they don't develop their board. Unfortunately, this Healer's Hawk is going to have to be dealt with, and I do not have a way to deal with that at this moment. chipping for 2, they're gaining 2 life each turn, so that's fine for them. Okay, I'm going to cast this Sinkin. Going to cast this is Locket. I'm not going to trade the Sinkin for this Blade Instructor. I do want to cast this Maximize Velocity though, just to get some value out of it. But we can do that later. So no attackers. End turn. Yeah, they don't have to do much because they have the flyers. Okay, that's really good. I can tap down the Healer's Hawk as well. They don't have to block, they can just keep attacking in. So I think it's best for me to just play this Wish Queen Crab and not even play Maximize Velocity. Oh, actually, Maximize Velocity would be great, actually. I'm going to actually... They are probably going to feel greedy about this. So I mean, I do have to get instant damage at some points, but I will leave this Short Strike back for this Wish Point Crab to block. Now we could have saved ourselves 2 more life by holding up the Sonic Assault. Resolve. Okay, so they're butting up the other one. So block here. Yeah, that's... We need to draw our direct currents. So even if they can buff this up, I'm letting... I have the Short Strike to respond to it. Oh jeez. Okay, so we can't save ourselves a turn casting this. So obviously we can't block these, so we'll go ahead and attack in. So I want to stop at their upkeep as well and lock it down. So we can get 2 Sonic Assaults. I can actually tap down both of their creatures on that turn. So I'll go ahead and get in the damage as well. And turn. So I don't need Maximize Velocity. So I'm just going ahead and cast Sonic Assault. This creature. They weren't doing anything with their mana as well, so it's good for us. So this also buffs up our Steamkin, so we get in for damage next turn a lot more as well. So this they won't be attacking and gaining the life back that we just took from them. Resolve that. They take 2 damage from the Sonic Assault as well. We'll also discard the Maximize Velocity since we can cast it in the graveyard as well if we need to. But we don't need it in hand right now. So we're trying to stabilize right now. If we can get a direct current on the next draw, that'd be great. That'd be the best draw that we can get. I'm not sure what they have. They have lots of lands, I'm assuming. Boros Challenger. They have enough to pump this plenty of times. I'll leave that card in hand as well, just so we can ditch to the Maximize Velocity. Attacking for in. I'm going to have to leave one of these crabs back because that's a lethal attack. Well, actually, I'm just going to attack. And if they don't do anything, this is their choice. Basically, do they think I have something that can kill them? And they do not. So right here, I'm going to try to draw something. I'm going to leave 1. Crack this locket. Draw 2 cards. Oh jeez. And that's game. So we had cracked that locket. We had the opportunity to do an additional, so it'd be a 4 toughness or 4 power, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That wouldn't have been enough. We need the beam split mage for that. And so we just say GG and concede. So our deck not that great. Needs to have our creatures out on the board. Beam split mage essentially. We might have to actually mulligan until we get something of that sort. Obviously they were gaining so much life that we couldn't kill them fast enough when we did combo out. And they took us down really quickly. Because even if we left the Wishcoin Crab back, they can just pop up Force Challenger and then mentor the one of the flyers, and then they hit us with it, and we lose. This is fine right here. Be able to draw cards on turn 2. I wish we had one of our creatures on turn 2. See, these 3 maximizer velocities I think is a little bit awkward. I would rather have the just a 1 mana draw card ups, but that's not in this format. Is it Locket? They're thinking hard about their can right now. Let's see. Tricker is the player's name, and they are taking quite a long time to decide. I'm going to spam them hellos. You'll go, so they can. Nice, and okay, so they're mulliganing. So we'll just start off with this as Gilgate. Bum 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 bum. Play this mountain combat past the turn. Okay, so next turn. Okay, so that's going to have to die soon. Otherwise, it will get out of hand and we cannot kill it. Goblin Electromancer. So I think I'm going to play Goblin Electromancer and get some damage as well, rather than play the Isn't Rocket, because that's our other move. And besides it's blocked, then that's us. I mean, that's not that great of a choice for them. But I'm assuming they have like a disinformation campaign or something that surveils, basically a 1/4 blocker, basically the mere informants. Oh, they have nothing. Oh, that's very interesting. I'm gonna play this Locket. We still have access to 2 mana. We'll just go ahead and keep attacking. Okay, sure. I'll let that resolve. So I might just do, yeah, I'm going to do Sonic Assault and tap it. And then, yeah, that's great. They can surveil one after that. So the Whisper Agent, really great. Be able to buff up the Spybog as well. They'll be getting in for a lot of damage next turn. But hopefully I can get in one big strike. Okay, short strike's going out, going away, so that's unfortunate for us. However, we do have all of these cards that we can use. Sure, yeah, they have to be attacking here. Play this island as well. So they might have something else in addition to this. I'm going to too late. Attack in, damage. I'll use the Sonic Assault on their Demir Spybug so it doesn't kill us basically. So build 3 and then return a creature card from your graveyard to your library. Okay, resolve. Well, I'm going to go ahead and inform the thing first. Discard a card, yes. I agree to that. So the way I have this Dimir Spybug, pretty great. Pretty, really powerful, but we have this Izzet Locket next turn we can crack and draw 2 more cards. We have the Electric Static Field out, so that'd be great. And that's a problem as well. So we need to draw exactly, the Shore Strike in hand would have been great, but we need to draw exactly the maximized altitude for us to live next turn. Oh, okay. Command the Storm. Look at that. Now, what is our choice here? So we have the option to kill this creature and get in for that 2 damage as well. Otherwise, we may face the mercy of this Dimir Spybug, because we can chump block with this Goblin Electromancer, but we don't have a lot of creatures to chump block with. Otherwise, we just don't block. We get the Spybug out, and then they have follow-up plays for 7 damage right here. Jeez. So I think I'll wait for them to just attack. So we can deal with 2 threats right now if we just block the Whisper Agent with this Electromancer. We can also... oh jeez, that's gonna get so much bigger as well. Resolve. We can kill the Whisper Agent by blocking with Electromancer to it. So I'm going to have to block first. So if they have something that can surveil instant speed, Sinister Sabotage, most likely. I'm going to have to try to kill this Dimir Spybug because you don't have... okay, so we get to trade all of that. So we're not dead next turn. And hopefully that's not... okay, Veil Shade, so we might be dead next turn. Okay, so that is actually something... okay, so I'm going to hedge on the fact that we're going to draw a land out of this next 2 cards, so we can just play Steam for a chop block mode. Okay, look at that. We've got a Wall of Mist, even better blocker as well. Sorry I hit the mic, so... so they can pump this 3 times, so I'll have to block the Shade. Okay, that was a bad idea. We could have blocked the 4/5 for guaranteed deliverance of that. And guarantee the blocker for next turn, even if we go down to 1. Okay. Let's let them attack. Block this way. And then Radical Idea. Submit. Do we have a card that can... nope. That's game. Well, this has been a terrible... I just played till 3 losses, so we'll just leave it at that. So don't be like me if you want to actually win your things. We do get at least 100 of our gems back. We spent what, 900? Oh, it's not too bad. Claim that prize. Alright, so I'm going to be doing a box opening next episode, or next video as well, so if you guys want to stick around for that, or, I mean, it'll just be in the next video. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed that, and see exactly how drafting format works a little bit. I don't remember if I did it before, but that would be great. Alright, so you guys have fun with MTG Arena. I'll see you guys next time.